Welcome back to the morning show on this Monday. It's a great day to learn about agriculture in Central Illinois. And what better way to do that than with our Ag in the Classroom segment. With me now, we've got Sarah Kaper from the Champaign County Farm Bureau Foundation's Ag in the Classroom program. Great to have you back here.
Glad to be back.
You had me talking about poo last week. And now...
Worm poo. Let's qualify that.
Yeah.
Worm poo.
Worm poo.
Yeah. We're going to follow that theme, not the poo part, but we're going to follow the theme of recyclers in the soil. And I even brought the worm bin back. So if you didn't see it last week, you can look that up on the website. You can find the lesson plan there as well. But we're going to continue with this thought about worms and what's going on in our soil, because you and I both participated in something called I Soiled My Undies. This was something we did, Ag in the Classroom did throughout the county, and we are now reaping in.
This is different than when I'm storm chasing. Got it.
Okay. Very different when you soil your undies that way. No,
sorry,
we're not.
Sorry.
Okay, not going to go there. So we're talking about the Soil Your Undies project that we did all over the county in schools, and we have amazing results that I'm going to share with you. But I want to talk about what's going on in our soil. In healthy soil, we talked about 1 million earthworms in 1 acre of soil, but we're also talking about microbes, tiny little beings in the soil. That could be bacteria, fungi. On the graphic, you'll see some other things listed that are constantly at work eating and digesting, decomposing, and putting nutrients back into the soil for our plants. Interesting stuff. Now, we did a really cool project in the fall that had to do with different materials, and we were talking to kids about what cotton is. It's a natural fiber, what polyester and rayon are, and that they are synthetics that won't break down. So the conversation we have with kids is, if I put this worm bin outside, what parts of the worm bin would break down over time and begin to be absorbed into the soil?
Yeah, so it'd be the organic matter,
right?
Be the leaves and forest debris, things like that.
Exactly. And in this case, would it be paper?
You wouldn't find it naturally, but in here, I think that paper is representing that. And
paper is from a tree, and tree is a plant, so it would be. And what wouldn't disappear or decompose?
Rocks.
Yep.
Things like that.
That might break down over time,
over time, yeah.
But what in our cup?
I should have been paying more. Well, the worms are.
The worms are plastic. I was giving him a hint.
I'm thinking in real life.
In real life. And that's okay. You switched. That's okay. And the plastic cup would not disappear. They are synthetic. They don't break down. So all of this experiment with the different fabrics and the worm bin led us to this I Soiled My Undies project. And what I want to show you is we gave everybody that we encountered for this program.
Is that from your husband's?
No, it was not. The kids ask me all the time, is it Mr. Kaper's? It's clean underwear, and this is cotton. But what we don't discuss too much is what makes the elastic waistband.
Right.
We're going to leave that for the discussion follow-up, which is now. So we sent these out all over. We visited schools to do some follow-up, and we had amazing results.
Check this out.
Yeah,
right.
This pair of underwear is from Lincoln Trail 4th grade in Mahomet, and you can see the soil breakdown there. And you have to think, when you see something like this, whoa, the microbes and earthworms must really be at work. Now, check this one out. This is up in Gifford. Go Gifford, right? Check out what this is, all that's left of that underwear. Microbes are at work, so are the earthworms consuming those natural materials. And this was from Rantoul. So not much left of that one either. Now, we also discovered with these kids that it depends on where you put the underwear.
That's true.
If you buried it near the school building without a lot of vegetation and other things for the worms to consume or bacteria, there wasn't as much decomposition. If you buried it near a field, you had different results. So it was really, really amazing to see. Now, we asked the kids one last question, and I'll ask you. Why didn't the elastic waistband in any of these soiled underwear, why didn't that decompose?
That stretchiness is synthetic material.
It's synthetic material, like we talked about. Yes, it's not going to break down, and it's not consumable by our earthworms and our bacteria. Now, come back next week because we've got a really cool lesson about plastics in our soil.
And does that include more poo talk?
If you would like to, we can.
Okay.
Just for you.
All right. I don't know about that. This is super cool.
Poo for you.
Undies. Talking about that. I'm sure the kids are just fascinated by this.
Yep.
And we love seeing, we don't love seeing underwear, but seeing that, right?
In this state, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to get more about this lesson or connect with last week's lesson as well, or any of the Ag in the Classroom programs we have on air, head on over to our website, WCIA.com.